Hello, this is Carolyn with Carolyn's Paper Therapy. I apologize for my voice. I have had COVID and I'm getting much better, but I'm still coughing and it's very cold here. And every time I take my dog Biscuit out to be outside for a few minutes, the cold air makes me start coughing again. So I apologize for my voice, but I wanted to begin this video before I start embellishing these journals. As you know, we've been making different kinds of pockets and tags and elements from the Jingle Christmas Digital Kit by Shabby Art Boutique. And I have decorated a white birch tree in my studio here by clipping these things onto the tree. And my goal was to make up all these things and give you some ideas, and I've made, I think it's been 7 videos. And now I'm ready to put together a journal. And what I have decided, because I like to do smaller projects, is to make 2 small journals. And these could be combined and made into 2 signatures and put into a larger cover. But I want to show you what I decided to do. These groups of papers that I'm using for these 2 journals are pages that printed out smaller than the rest. They had 2 sides, they printed out like this to be folded in half. And so I've taken these papers and I also printed one of the background designs on the back side of each one of these. And I cut them out and folded them in half, and then I decided what I would use in the 2 journals. As you know, when you cut these out and then when you stuff the pages inside, you have to trim a little on this outside edge so that they don't stick out from the center. But let me go through these 2 with you. First, let me measure, and I'll tell you how big these papers were. And this may be what's called A4 size. I'm not familiar, but they're 10 inches by 7 inches. So that makes our journal 5 by 7. So these are the pages I chose for the 2 small journals. And you can combine them any way you want to. I kind of liked it because there were several pages without an additional design on them that where we could decorate with the items that we've made. So this one I chose the one with the Santa on the garland. And the next one I chose was just plain pink with a light color background. This one here has the Rudolph and the reindeer on the other side. This one has the poinsettias and got a pale pattern inside. So that's the papers for this one. The other one, I chose the Rudolph reindeer on the front, and so it's got this on the back. The next paper was the stripe with this plain on the back. The next one was the little elves hanging from the garland. with the pink polka dot on the back. And then this is the last one. So each journal or signature is made up of 4 pages folded in half. Okay, so I got that together and I decided I wanted to do one more thing. And that is, let's see, on this Rudolph one, I decided to use one of my green papers that printed out larger, and I also printed on the back side. And I cut it out and then folded it in half. And it was really too big for this, but I wanted it larger. So I merely just placed this on here like I would want it and marked it wherever I wanted it cut down, so that the outside page is the cover is going to be a little bit larger than what's inside. And I did the same thing on the Santa one, and I used the rose pattern on the outside. Then I just wanted to decide something that I wanted to put on the covers. Our covers will be layered with lace and ribbons and various items. But I wanted to select from some of these papers printed off with a large pattern. Something like this on the front, the whole sheet. And so I wanted to use this pattern on these covers. So what I did was on this one that has the roses, I decided to use this. Now, I fussy cut out this off of a page that had much more design at the top and bottom and pink polka dots on the side. But I fussy cut out a design that would fit on this cover. Now on this cover, I'm planning to use a doily and ribbons and bows and other items. But this will give you the idea of how I'm going to lay these out. This one here, I decided to use one of the papers, had 3 of these balls hanging down from a garland with the little elves on them. And I fussy cut it out so that there's only one hanging out so that they will fit on this paper. This page will also have some other items on the page. So this is my layout for these 2 journals, which, like I said, could be made into 2 signatures and then sewn into a larger cover. But I'm making 2 journals. So this will be the cover on one, and again the inside will have 4 pages folded in half. Okay. This other one will have the larger cover and then 4 pages, smaller pages, folded in half. Now, when I pause this video, I'm going to go off and I'm going to round the corners on all these pages and ink the edges with my Distress Oxide tea dye color to keep everything light and soft. But the inking the edges covers up the white edges and also gives a little bit of definition to the design. So that's what I'm going to do when I go off camera. When I come back, I will have, I think I will go ahead and sew my journals together, and then I will come back and we will start to decorate the cover and also fill up our pages inside with items that we select from our tree. So I'm going to go off and do some work, and I'll be back and show you exactly what I've done with these two small journals. See you in a little bit. I just wanted to give you one more look at my tree before I start pulling some of these ornaments off of there. I'll be putting together our pink Christmas journals today, and I'll use a lot of these items, and then I will start to fill it up again with a different pink Christmas set of papers that I have. We have some great items on here that are going to fill up these journals with uniqueness. I'll be back in a minute to show you the completed journals. Hello, this is Carolyn from Carolyn's Paper Therapy. I've just completed two of the journals made from the Jingle Christmas Digital Kit from Shabby Art Boutique. Everything in the journals was previously made on the last 7 tutorial videos that I did, so I decided to go ahead and put these together and then just do a flip through for you. At the very beginning of this video, I showed the pages that I was going to use and how I was going to put it together. I did actually switch the covers from what I said earlier, but otherwise they are what I told you they'd be. So I'm just going to flip through these, and I hope you will enjoy. This is the first one, and what I had done was fussy cut out a piece from the kit, and I have put in under it a paper doily and wrapped that around partway to the back. I glued the ribbon as a closure. I glued the ribbon in under here, and then on the back I put this piece to cover it, to hold it in place. So this just unties to open up the journal. On the inside front cover, I've used one of our junk mail window envelopes that we decorated, and put a journal card inside that shows through the window. When I glued this in, I glued it on 3 sides so that it would be a pocket, and inside the pocket is this mistletoe journal card. On this side of the page, the reindeer is printed on the paper, and all I did was add one of our little origami Christmas trees, and the sign up here that says reindeer, sleigh rides, and some bling. Again, I apologize for my voice. I'm just getting over COVID, and it's been 2 weeks, so it's really knocked me down. But I did spend the whole day today getting these put together so I could do this video for you. This is a loaded tag that we made in one of our videos. And when I glued it in, I glued it on 3 sides so that the top would have a pocket. This doily I just fastened in for decorative. This is one of our hidden paper clips that I've clipped on the top here. It's decorated on the front, and you can put pictures or journal cards in there to hold in place. When this is all removed, you have a blank page for journaling. On the back side, on the next page, we have the back side of the hidden paper clip, and it's got a pocket with a little journal card in it. And this is what I have put in under it. Again, you have a blank page for journaling. This page had the little elves hanging on the Christmas balls already printed on the page. And I used some beautiful gold ribbon and the words fa la 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 la. This I just fussy cut out and glued on the page and put some bling as buttons on her overalls. Or his overalls, whichever. This is one of the first things we did with the freebie kit associated with this Jingle Christmas Digital Kit. And this opens up to reveal some writing space and a pocket. Again, this is shown how I did this on one of my previous 7 videos. This is a pocket from the kit. Little reindeer's antlers and head stick up above the pocket. Inside the pocket, I've placed a journal card and also one of our little books that we made out of coin envelopes. And it just opens up. I did a video on this too. It just opens up and reveals some pockets and some writing space. And it just ties closed with a piece of twine. On this side of the page, I have an envelope that I made, and it flips out, and there are things inside. I did tie it closed, and this is all glued down so that when you untie it, it stays together. This is the decorated front of the envelope, and then it flips open to reveal a pocket. There's a lot of hours involved in these journals because I've spent all day today just gluing them together, and previous to that I have done 7 videos on all these elements that are inside. This page is just printed with this on here, and I did not decorate it further. This is another hidden paper clip with the reindeer on it, and I just tucked this bingo card in under there. This is the back side of the hidden paper clip with the little heart pocket. And I put the elf bingo card in there. This page was fairly plain, so I took one of the long Santas and glued it at the top and bottom and made a belly band. On this page, I used just one of the tags from the kit, undecorated, and I added the candy on the peppermint candy on the top, and I glued down one of our little miniature journals made from the coin envelope, and it unties and opens up with pages inside. I glued the doily down on this page that you saw on the other side, and then I glued down one of our origami Christmas trees. This is the large size. I showed how to do these on one of the 7 videos previous to this one. On this page, I decided to make a little forest of our origami Christmas trees. And on this inside back cover, this is one of the items that we did in one of the previous videos. It has a pocket with a journal card, journal card inside. And then it flips down for journaling space. So that's this one. And by doing these two, you can see what a variety that you can get from using the very same kit. And honestly, I have so many pieces left that I could probably make, if I printed out the background pages again, I could probably make 3 or 4 more journals and a lot more ephemera. But I believe I'll put this one away and bring it back out for next year to make some things. Here's the second journal. And I have just, I didn't tie a ribbon around this way for closure because I didn't want to mash my ruffle. So I put it from back to front in a vertical. So it unties to open up the journal. It's fastened on the back with glue, and then this is glued over the top of it so that the ribbon stays in place when you open the journal. This is another item that I fussy cut out of our kit. And then I ended up cutting a piece of cardstock with the pink polka dots and made a almost like a ribbon down this side. And then I took some gold ribbon that I had and glued it before I glued this on. And I added the words, "Joy to the World." This is some trim, gold ruffle trim that my mother gave me. On the inside front cover, I have another one of our window junk mail envelopes with the card that goes down inside, and you can see the design through the window. I glued it down to make a pocket, and it has a Santa journal card inside. This page with the Santa on the garland is printed on the page, and I added this beautiful lace gold ribbon. This is some my mother gave me also. On this page, I made 2 pink polka dot pockets, and inside the pocket I put a tag with some, I think it's called butcher's twine, pink and white that I have. And then this is another tag, and I used our crinkle seam binding ribbon. I decorated this with, this is from a scarf that I got at the Goodwill store. Big long scarf, and it will make beautiful background to use to layer designs on our pages, much like you would use gauze. Anyway, it has a silver thread running through it, and it looks woven. I put a piece of pink ribbon on top of that, the words love, and some bling. On this page, I used one of our loaded tags that we made in a previous video. In those previous videos, I actually do them like a tutorial and show each step to make them, if you want to go back and look. So I glued the 3 sides down to make this into a pocket. And inside the pocket is a journal card with Santa's reindeer's names. On this page, I used one of the postcards from our kit and made it into a pocket for these 2 items. Glued on some pink polka dot paper, some green ribbon like we've used on cover and the word cookies. Here's some more of that fabric from the scarf with our little elf inside a stocking hanging from it, and a little pink pear clip with a heart charm that says "Made with Love." This is another decorated envelope, and it is decorated on the front and then flips out to have a journal card inside. This was printed on this page, and so I used one of our hidden paper clips. You could slide something up in under there, pictures or journal cards. This is the back side of that hidden paper clip with a little pocket. I forgot to mention on the other, these are sewn together like we've done many previous journals, where you just poke the 3 holes and sew it together. This is actually candle wicking thread that I've had for many years, and that's what I use. It's cotton thread, and it's 4 ply. This is one of the items I made from the freebie kit that is matches this Jingle Christmas Digital Kit. It opens up for writing space and a little belly band pocket. It also goes this way. On this page, I used one of the pockets from the kit and just inserted the journal card with the big bow and jingle bells on it. This is some beautiful trim that I got from my mother. So I hung our big Santa Claus from it and put the word Santa Claus. This page I did not decorate. This is all just printed on there. This is one of our large origami Christmas trees, and I glued it on so that it made a pocket so I could put in a journal card and one of our little elves on a Christmas ball. This item here was from the kit. I just fussy cut it out and glued it on in such a way that it made a bottom tuck. And I put one of our bingo cards in there. This is a hidden paper clip that we made earlier, and it clips on the side of the page. I've clipped in a Santa tag, and on the back side, an elf tag. Again, these are nice blank pages for writing. On the inside back cover, I have just glued down one of our stuffed pockets that we made in one of the other videos. So these are ready to be gifted. I don't sell my items, I just give them to friends, and I need to do that pretty soon to get out a bunch of journals and figure out what I'm going to do with them here for the Christmas time. I hope you've enjoyed this and have been inspired by it. It was a lot of work. This is the 8th video, I believe, that I've made. And I think you can see why I didn't just go through this step by step, because all we were doing is gluing in items that we previously made. So if you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to write them in the comments. And I will get busy soon on my next pink Christmas project. And so I'll be back soon with that to show you. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I pray that you all stay happy and healthy through the Christmas season. I've been struggling, but I'm starting to come around. and at least I'm able to be creative and enjoy being at home. So until next time, I'll see you soon.